Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hello, everyone. I welcome you all to my YouTube channel, the Rathod Academy for NAAC Accreditation. And today we are going to discuss a very important thing that recently NAAC has changed the various parameters in the manuals for the affiliated institutes. So in the previous video, we have discussed about the introduction, what is the NAAC and which are the institutes eligible for NAAC accreditation. Then we have studied about salient features. However, if you have not gone through the previous videos, I have given the link in the description of this video. And I request you all to subscribe for this particular channel so that you can get the information of the forthcoming informative videos about the NAAC accreditation. So let me share my screen for the today's agenda. Today's agenda is to discuss about the various changes that have been made in the NAAC accreditation manuals. So let me share my screen with you, and all of you can see this screen is here. And in this screen, let me see it. So here is that we have discussed about the 11 important facts, and out of that, a very important fact that we are going to discuss today is the changes in the NAAC manuals. So before moving ahead, that we have to understand that there are certain parameters and various important terms that we have to understand. And these terms are quality indicators, and in general terms, we say them as a criteria. Then key indicators. Under each criteria, there are specific key indicators. Then qualitative metrics. Qualitative metrics means the questions or the metrics that have been mentioned in the manuals, which are descriptive in nature. And in that, what we have to do, we have to write down some write-up and what are the practices, and then relevant to the particular question, we have to give the description in the 500 or more words. Then there is a quantitative metrics. That's mean there are Excel sheets, and then in that we have to give the data which is objectively asked, and that NAAC would be assessing these things when we'll submit the SSR. And then there are total matrices. So there has been a lot of changes have been made, and particularly 5 changes, important changes, we will discuss in this particular video. So you can see the criteria. All of you are aware that if those who are not knowing, that I will show you that criteria 1 is related to the curricular aspects. The criteria 2 is related with the teaching, learning, and evaluation. The criteria 3, research, innovation, and extension. Criteria 4 is concerned with the infrastructure and learning resources. Then criteria 5 is concerned with the student support and progression. And then criteria 6 is concerned with the governance, leadership, and management. And the last criteria 7 is the institutional values and the best practices. So one by one, well, let's see what have been changed, made in this different criteria. So this curricular aspects, and there is the 7 criteria has remained same, and the marks has been a little bit changed. This is particularly important for the affiliated institutes. So the total marks allotted for this criteria 1 is 100, and there has been changed that previously there were 11 matrices, and right now only 6 matrices are there. So it has become quite easy. In the criteria 2, we can see there were total marks 350, and there previously there were 16 matrices, and now the 10 matrices are there. In the criteria 3, if we see, the total marks allotted for this are 110, and the previously the matrices were 11, and right now these are 9. In criteria 4, we see that there are 100 marks, and previously there were 13 questions, 13 matrices, and right now there are 6 only. In the criteria 5, let's see that marks allotted are 140, and previously there were 13 matrices, and right now there are 9 matrices only, the 4 have been reduced. In the criteria 6, let's see that marks allotted are 100, and previously there were 16 matrices, and right now it is there are 9 questions or 9 matrices. And in the criteria 7, let's see that it is 100 marks, and previously there were 13 matrices, and right now it is 6. So this is about the criteria. And in this criteria, there are different type of key indicators. Let's understand what are the key indicators. I will make a separate video, since this would be becoming a little bit more elaborative, so that I am planning to make a separate video for that. So keep be in touch with this channel, and subscribe this channel so that you can get the information. So there were previously 32 key indicators. 31 key indicators, and currently there are 32 key indicators, which would be there in the NAAC manuals for the affiliated institutes. Then you can see here in the qualitative matrix, that is descriptive type of questions. Previously there were 35 questions, and right now they have reduced up to 21. And the quantitative matrix, if you see that previously there were 58 questions or matrices which in which we have to give the objectively the data in the Excel formats. And right now they have been reduced to up to 34. And the total matrices, if you see, this comes to, previously there were 93, and right now these are only 55. So let's see that there have been drastic change in the manuals of the affiliated institutes for the NAAC accreditation. And now let's understand why this has been made. Because NAAC has been observing for past many years that the institutions are not coming forward to get the accreditation by NAAC. The reason underlying behind that was that institutions were looking into the matrices and the procedures, that it seems to be complex, and then there were 93 questions that have to be answered. And so that NAAC thought that let's make a little bit easier now, so that they have reduced these matrices up to 55. Number two, the institutions were thinking that if we would not be able to get the good grades, then it would impact our admission status. So it's not the case actually. The NAAC accreditation is there, then this is the assessment and accreditation provided to the institution based on the information they have provided. And if the institution is making an appropriate plan and move ahead with the planning well in advance, so that they would be definitely able to get the good grade. So this is about these changes in the manuals that have been made for this particular criteria. And this 5 important changes. First one, let me summarize it. That quality indicators have been remained same. The key indicators, previously there were 32, and right now these have been 30. Previously there were 31, and right now they're 32. And the qualitative matrices, previously they were 35, and right now they are 21. Quantitative matrices, previously 58 were there, and right now they are 34. And the total matrices are previously they were 93, and currently they are 55. So total 55 questions are to be answered for the affiliated institutes. So I hope you like this information, and if you have liked this information, then please subscribe so that you can get the information of the forthcoming videos. And I am on the mission to help the faculty members of the higher education institutes to increase the awareness about the NAAC accreditation. Thank you very much. Be in touch. Have a nice day. Keep watching the videos and keep learning about the NAAC accreditation.